It's now been more than 2 months since Gilgo Beach murder suspect Rex Heuermann was arrested, and tomorrow he will be in court. Heuermann is charged with killing 3 women along the New York coast, but is also suspected in the disappearance of a 4th woman. Authorities searched his home in Massapequa Park on Long Island last month, confiscating items from his home over the course of 12 days. NewsNation's Laura Ingle is following the story as live on Long Island. And Laura, what can we expect at tomorrow's court appearance?
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be actually the 3rd court appearance for the suspect in the case, and we could hear a little or a lot. It's really about discovery, so it's going to be very interesting, and we will be inside the courtroom for this hearing. And as we get ready for that in-person hearing for Rex Heuermann, the suspect in the Long Island serial killer case, there's a lot going on here in Massapequa Park, where he lived with his wife and adult children, and also for the people who lived here as well. We spoke with several residents who are following every development in this story, many who still today cannot believe the suspect lived in their hometown.
I knew people who knew him. They say he's very dark. You know, he wasn't too friendly. They were a little afraid of him. Kids wouldn't go trick-or-treating back in the day, knocking on the door, so they knew something was up.
Meanwhile, the battle for the family belongings that were removed during that initial 12-day raid that you mentioned of the home where the suspect lived with his family continues this week as court papers were filed yesterday to have the large amount of guns removed from the home turned over to a licensed firearm dealer so they can be sold and profits divided. We're talking about 287 weapons. Heuermann was the breadwinner of the family, and his wife and children are now financially strapped. Now, I spoke with attorney Robert Macedonio, who represents Heuermann's wife, Asa Ellerup, and he told us the family is also fighting to get back their personal stuff that don't hold any forensic value, including clothes, jewelry, and cars, while they are still processing their new reality.
So she was completely blindsided. Nobody wants to believe that they were living with and sleeping with a serial killer. So the initial reaction is, there's no way. So she's going to listen to the case, listen to the trial, look at all the evidence, and she'll decide like the rest of us will. At this point in time, the only thing she knows about this case is what the media is reporting.
So Heuermann is expected back in court tomorrow morning around 9:30 Eastern. And again, this is going to be a status conference hearing, and that will also discuss discovery matters as well. So we could learn a lot more tomorrow. Back to you.
Absolutely. All right, Laura, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.